Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to this morning's sharing of Harmonize to Energize. My name is Terry Matthews. I work here at the headquarters of Jin Shin Jyutsu in Scottsdale, Arizona in America. For those of you that are completely new to Jin Shin Jyutsu is an art of harmonizing life energy or chi or ki as it moves through the body in energy pathways. These pathways connect to and from organs and energy levels, frequencies within the body. Two levels, the unmanifest and the manifest level. And we can also facilitate the movement of this energy by holding fingers and toes, as well as placing them, our hands, that is, on what we call safety energy locks and what the acupuncturists call points on the body. We use 26 on the left and 26 on the right of the body to facilitate this harmony. So, as we go along, we move into different projects that we can help ourselves with in a self-help way. And I use as my reference Mary's self-help book 2, Jin Shin Jyutsu, the blue book. And if those of you that have it, either the ebook version or the softback version, at the back there's an index. And today we're going to look at ways of harmonizing neck projects. And if you have the book, you can see that Mary talks about 4 separate pages working with the neck. I actually extrapolated information from this a while back when I was publishing the self-help fact sheets. Let's have a quick look at them. Experienced Jin Shin Jyutsu, and at that time there was 4 separate approaches that I had culled, if you like, extrapolated, if you like, and placed in this newsletter, which we published on our website at one point. And you got 4 different ways of working with releasing neck tension there, beginning on the left with the middle finger, then holding the sides of the neck, then over the shoulder and making a ring finger with the thumb and the ring finger, and then using the high 19s. The way I practice these self-help approaches is within the context of the 36 breaths, and 4 sets of 9 equals 36, if your math is correct. And that's basically how we apportion each practice. We do sets, or I do sets of 9 exhalation inhalations for each of these different practices. And we'll begin at the beginning, holding the middle finger, and you can choose this one or this one. And as a friend of mine says, don't flip it, grip it. So all we can do is we can hold the middle finger left or right, place our fingers around the middle finger and the thumb and the palm of the hand. This connects us to source energy. And I always think that's a helpful thing to do whenever you're holding any of the fingers. And it's particularly easier to do it with the middle finger. So left or right, you can do that. And place your hands with your middle finger in your lap, and you can do it in the center area of your pubic bone. This aligns you with the central level of the main center or the frontal component of the spine. And we're going to allow energy to move down the front of our body and then turn around and go up the back. It moves through what we know as safety energy lock 4, which is on the occipital lobe, here at the occipital lobe, the back of the neck, through the 15 in the groin area, and then to the big toe. You don't need me to show you my big toe. It's the big toe. And as the energy moves through those areas, it then cleanses and purifies and returns up the back from the big toe through the hip line, safety interlock 15, and then to safety interlock 4 on the occiput. So we shall do this. Why not? So get yourself in a position that's comfortable, seated. You can do this standing and laying down if you wish. We like to be flexible. But relax, just drop the shoulders. And as you do that, you could get a sense perhaps of the shoulders sinking into the groin area and then into the big toes and even beyond into the ground, into the earth. So it's a grounding process. And then just allowing or receiving the energy, because that's what it is. The breath in this context is energy. It's light. It's seventh depth light, for those of you that are familiar with Jin Shin terminology, moving down through the body and cleansing and purifying as it returns. When it's moving down, it's building something new. When it's cleansing and purifying, it's cleaning up what we've just built. So there's this continual creation and cleansing, if you like. That's a good thing, because life has this infinite principle built in. And if we stay stuck, energy stays stuck, we can't expand, we can't create, we can't imagine the new, or we can't allow the new to imagine itself through us. So less chit-chat, from me at least. And we're going to hold left or right finger. Left encourages an exhale, right an inhale. And we'll facilitate the release of our neck and all those muscles that connect with the neck, around the shoulders, sternum, back of the neck. Here we go. Hold whichever finger. Close your eyes and knock out any inessential sensory energy. And just drop those shoulders and let your energy sink down through your body, letting go of all thoughts that are taking you away from this present moment, and allowing light to travel through 4, 15, and 7. Just moving down, letting go of dirt, dust, and greasy grime. Letting it move through to the ground beneath. And then inhaling cosmic purified energy. And for what we are about to receive, may we always be truly grateful. And we're going to do this 8 more times to give us the first set of 9 exhalation inhalations. No particular way of breathing through the nose or mouth, just what comes natural to you, and always at your pace. And I recommend just turning your phones off, shutting the door, just so that you can create a transformational space, or at least the potential for transformation. Because transformation actually happens in the space in between the cells and in between the breaths, the gap. So it's like as we exhale, there's that kind of pause before we inhale. That's the gap. That's where the change happens. So we really have to let go from head to toe, skin to bone, and then bone to skin, toe to head. Through the gap. In space, we trust. Which, for those of you that have studied Jin Shin Jyutsu, you will know that the space, or the no thing, is the natural 9th depth, the 9th house of consciousness. This container, if you like, of nothing, vacuum, no thing. And yet there is something going on if we let it. Transformation. Most of us want change, but we resist it if it feels uncomfortable. Wrong already. Go through the discomfort. Allow the breath to take you through the aches and pains, the worries, the fears. Because if we don't allow the replenishing, purifying energy to expand our consciousness and offer us a solution. We want to regenerate, rejuvenate, replenish, return to the oneness. And as we come to the 9th exhalation, inhalation, just allow yourself to pause in that gap and be with what is. I like to say what is and what could be. Not what is and what should never be. No, what is and what could be. The space, the potential. So now as we look at the sheet again, here is the second practice, holding sides of the necks. Go into your to your neck, to your cervicals, pull away, find the 2 tendons either side. This is safety energy lock number 12 for those of you who've done Jin Shin. Thy will, not my will. Mary would say if the left side is really tight, you might be receiving treatment in a psychiatric hospital. I'm not being flippant there, but she said if it's really tight, there's a lot of stagnation there. And here, just general everyday mental, emotional disturbance, imbalance. So you can hold both at once, or you can just hold one, whatever's comfortable. And exhale. Let go. Let go in order to let yourself grow, let the energy move down 4, 15, and 7. And receive the cosmic purified breath 7, 15, 4. And what we might experience as we hold these energy locks is pulsation. This is actually the blood pulsing, but the blood is following energy. So beneath this pulse is actually the energy. And when you feel the blood pulse, you will know that energy is moving. And that's what we want. Movement, not stagnation. Just drop those shoulders. That will really help the neck relax. You don't want to stick our neck out. We want to allow the energy to soften the neck so that we're focused on the inward stroke. You could imagine a string from the center of your head, kind of keeping your alignment with the head, neck, and shoulders, because this would help the energy to move more congruently. It's like a hook on the head or a little string. Give it a little tug if your head is falling down. Feel the difference. And as you reach the 9th exhalation inhalation, just be where you are, or slip into neutral, and just observe the difference from 18 exhalation inhalations ago to where you be now. And enjoy it. Relax in it. Drink of it. When we stop trying to control things, a universal will is allowed to circulate through us. That's like the true soul. What we're often dealing with is our own willpower abusing the universal will. Is that wrong? No, it's just misguided. We weren't educated to relax and surrender. The ego wants to control. So if you've got a stiff neck, you might be trying to control something. Just be aware of it. Don't beat yourself up. And just begin to learn to let go of that. So the third practice that I plucked out of Self-Help 2 was this one, which is part of the Mediator flow. You place one hand over the left or right shoulder, just on safety engine lock number 11, which is actually very close to the neck. It's a small intestine acupuncture point. And then right or left hand is going to hold the mudra of the thumb over the ring finger nail. Ding, ding, ding. Whichever one you feel tight or you're drawn to is the one you may work with. And you can place this hand in the groin, and actually this will, this particular mudra will help open safety engine lock 4, and you got your hand in the 15, and also 7. So you got your 4, 15, and 7. Perfect. Here we go. Relax. Drop shoulders. Smile. Surrender. And inhale, cosmic energy, purify. As we allow the energy to descend, we're encouraging water energy to flow to the deepest, lowest, darkest areas within us, as well as the brightest areas above us. Because as we go down deep into the earth, we come to the crystalline layer, as above, so below. And as we breathe in, we go above to the heavenly spheres, to where that light is also bright. And now as people struggle with natural disasters all the way around the world, fire and water, What are we doing? We're being reminded that in life we need balance. We need both. We need water that's allowing energy to move down as we exhale and let go. And we need fire to allow energy to move up. But when it gets out of balance, it breaks all the boundaries and things are transformed. And sometimes that transformation is pretty fierce. We learn sometimes the hard way. Don't mess with Mother Nature. Nature has its own laws. If we mess for too long, like the body, nature is always looking for homeostasis, balance. So learn to breathe out and let go. Let go of all your attitudes, your angers, your fears, your worries, your try-tos, your sadnesses. And learn to breathe in the harmonizer of all those attitudes. Because then we can see things, hear things much more clearly. And therefore our responses are more balanced. Both water and fire can clean and purify us. Allow that to happen in a balanced, harmonious, even-handed way. Why is it so difficult for most of us to remain in harmony? Ego, my friends. Thy will versus my will. We think we know best. We don't know if we know best because we don't trust our heart, our soul, our intuition, the universal energy, the all-encompassing intelligence that has all the answers. Akasha, space, ninth depth, the library of wisdom, which is across the universe. Maybe these harsh lessons will teach some of us. Maybe the lessons will come again for others. Either way, it's natural law, my friends. Don't fight it. Allow it to do what it has to do. And seek to prevent the danger in future. Prevention is always better than cure. So as you slip into the ninth exhalation, inhalation, be aware of where you are now. How are you feeling? Have you allowed the thoughts to slip into the no thing? No judging, no thinking you know better. Wisdom is acquired and then we surrender it. Because it's not our wisdom, I believe. It's the universe's wisdom which we can draw into us and utilize well or not well. We have responsibilities. We serve well or not well. Your choice. Trust your intuition. Your gut connects to your heart, small intestine heart. Trust that. By the way, we're holding a small intestine point here. Okay, last but not least, so if you lock high 19, and hold them both for 1, I-19. You can put your thumb under the armpit and then put your fingers around that whole bicep, tricep area. Exhale, drop your shoulders. And this will allow the whole area around the shoulder up through to the sternocleidomastoid as it comes across to the neck to relax. Here we go. 9 more exhalation inhalations. And then as you slip into that, the 9th exhalation, inhalation, you've done the 36 breaths. The 9 energy is end of a cycle, beginning of a new. Whether you know it or not, you're not the same person as you were 36 breaths ago. Just surrender to that. Whatever you're feeling, be with it, no judgment. And sometimes you need to do more than 36. We'll add on another 9. They're all multiples of 9. The more you 9. Just practice until you feel that. Well, I like to feel the peace or joy in my heart. They say the peace that passeth all understanding. Why? Because that peace is in the heart, not in the head. So it's gone beyond the head. We're standing under the head. We're in the heart. So, thank you all for being here. I'm now going to just turn the screen share on and we'll have a quick look at what's happening in the Jin Shin Jyutsu world for those of you that are interested in the courses coming up. The next one is July the 24th, Creativity Out of Chaos. It's a 2-hour webinar. A webinar on opening your heart, mind, and soul to new possibilities. And this is really looking at all the natural changes that are going on. Did I say going in? Deconstructed by the pandemic, etc. And how we can create from it, how we don't have to see it all as, oh dear. How about if we see it as an opportunity? Register today, an opportunity to create something new. The organic conversations with Jin Shin Jyutsu instructors Sarah, Maria, and Jill, offered in a series of 8 classes. I think it's going on today. Here's all your information. Register today. Then 9 months in utero, the process of creation through the lens of Jin Shin Jyutsu, beginning Friday the 13th. No need to be aware of the ides of anything. 9 months of creation. There's that number 9 again. End of a cycle, beginning of a new. Have a look at how we grow from the dot onwards. If you missed a class, we've got plenty of opportunities if you click on these links for you to get the replays for a certain amount of fees. So there you have it, my friends, the world of Jin Shin Jyutsu Inc. as it is today. Thank you for being with me and us and you and me and me, myself and I. It's always a pleasure to connect and have a safe, peaceful, joyful, harmonized week ahead. And as the changes happen in our lives, so within, so without, as above, so below, it's all happening for a reason, in a season. And we just allow, surrender, and seek the harmony. Show us the harmony. And this way, I believe we can find a path, shed light on the way forward. So be well, y'all. Take care. Auf Wiedersehen. Au revoir. Bye-bye. Ta-ta. Cheerio. And see you next week. Have we got a guest? Oh, no, it's the week after. But anyway, bye for now. Thank you for being with me.